Is the much talked about one nation, one election going to be a reality soon? Let's try to understand what we know so far in this video. According to PTI, the government will implement one nation, one election within the current tenure. The report comes ahead of the first 100 days in the third consecutive term of Prime Minister Modi. Now, what is one nation, one election? Simply put, it means all Indians like you and me will vote in Lok Sabha and Assembly elections to pick the central and state representatives and eventually urban and rural local bodies like Panchayat elections at the same time. Now, earlier this year, a high-level panel headed by former President Ramnath Kovind in March recommended simultaneous elections for the Lok Sabha and state assemblies at the first step, followed by local body elections within 100 days. Now, why did the panel recommend one nation, one election? The panel, which was set up in September, it studied best practices from other countries. It consulted 39 political parties, economists and the Election Commission of India. Currently, the Election Commission of India is responsible for the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, while elections for municipalities and panchayats are managed by the state election commissions. The one nation, one election has been one of the BJP's key promises in the Lok Sabha election manifesto. Now, during the Independence Day speech, Prime Minister Modi had requested everyone to come together for simultaneous elections.
भारत के संसाधनों का सर्वाधिक उपयोग जन सामान्य के लिए हो, उसके लिए वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के सपने को साकार करने के लिए हमें आगे आना चाहिए.
Now, why does the government or the BJP want one nation, one election? The government says that simultaneous elections are good for financial savings since it cuts down on deployment of poll officials and security forces several times each year and reduces costs incurred by the public exchequer and political parties on their election campaigns. The government also hopes that a common election will improve voter turnouts, which currently varies significantly from state to state and even for general elections. Now, the top argument in favor of simultaneous elections is the constant election mode the country remains in due to the current system. Now, due to this, elections are always, they're dominating the public discourse. Critics say that elections at different times help people hold politicians accountable. What has the opposition said on this? The opposition, including the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, has opposed the move. The Congress has called it undemocratic. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin too has opposed it as a threat to democratic decentralization. Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal also struck down the idea, saying it would damage the idea of parliamentary democracy and the basic structure of the constitution. The main argument against one nation, one election is that it will marginalize regional and local concerns. In simultaneous elections, local and regional issues will be subdued by bigger national level issues. Critics say that reducing high election costs can't be a reason for weakening democratic discourse. Aside of the constitutional changes this move merits, there are certain questions that remain. One, what happens if there is a hung assembly? Another question, what happens in case there is a no confidence motion against the ruling government in the middle of the term? Currently, 32 parties are in favor of holding simultaneous elections, 15 are against it, while 15 haven't made their position clear yet.